Mary K1 for her sis. They like dance smoke per. How you do that? Use a flow on the track and you kill that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all right. I think we are going to get underway shortly. So hopefully everyone will be able to obviously watch this game, and then everyone can go get some sleep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we are going straight into it. No hesitation. It's time to head to, a zenful grand final, I suppose. On the blue side, it is not my fault. On the orange side, everything is winnable as we are kicking off our grand final, game number 2, as game number 1 has been decided an auto win for the winnable side. Kuma going to lead that charge.
So again, the 1-game win is absolutely huge. They only need to pick up essentially 2 games to take out this series here. Shmoop deciding to go back here, buys himself some time, goes to the edge, will Aimz up though nice and early, drops it down for Kuma, who looks like he might be trying to find Jaffa, and he does, sends it to the backboard. Melkin ready with a huge clear down towards Shmoop. Aimz ready for it as it looks like Jaffa might be able to start this one off. No, a great spawn and save there from Sweeper as Kuma's keeping this pressure on here for Winnable. Aimz looking to follow this one up yet again. A great 50. It's bouncing down. Sweeper finally able to get a clear here, but Jaffa's going to send it straight back as Kuma's looking for the redirect on. Not quite able to connect Melkin. Forced to make the save across. Kuma, again, another shot. It's able to get the first one on the board for Winnable.
Yeah, Kuma just driving this one home. And there's a reason why I was calling Kuma the most consistent player, I think, of the event outside of Tango, who unfortunately couldn't make it this far. So, you could even call that into consideration. But something that's been impressing me about Kuma so far through every event I've seen them, it's just how fast he's been moving up and down the pitch. Like, always is in that most relevant spot. I think in terms of sort of pitch awareness and being in the right place at the right time, Kuma has been pretty unmatched compared to everyone else that we see. And of course, as soon as we call it out, just completely smashes into Aimz, his teammate. Yet, fortunately, they're able to recover.
Something that I really like about Kuma is, personally, he was a player that I sort of come up against a lot. He's always a player that wasn't afraid to not only have fun, but try new things nearly all the time and try hard mechanics. It really does help in the long run with players like that that just aren't afraid to lose in the short run to improve in the long run. And it is something that's definitely paying off. Again, another one of those players that we've seen an absolutely insane amount of improvement from lately. And it does pay off.
There's only like a handful of players that I feel like actually can match that description as well, too, that I can think of off the top of my head. So that is very high praise. And, it is something to be considered when you are looking to sort of build teams around specific players, as we see Kuma looking to throw things down, though Melkin could be in position, put that one up high, but Shmoopernator didn't want to commit, and Aimz punishes him for it. The late dribble actually gets the ball all the way to the backboard, has Kuma across the middle right now, who's going to look for that shot, but Sweeper does enough to stop the play.
Jaffa here slowing this one down. Melkin heaps the time though, sends it down to Aimz. Aimz trying to take control, trying to hold possession. Shmoop cutting that one off though as the ball spills out to Kuma. Melkin looking for the ram, not quite able to connect there as he gets the redirect straight back towards Winnable's net here. Jaffa is able to get back though. Aimz a touch off the corner. Shmoop keeping the pressure up. Jaffa a little bit of time. All 3 players back here. Shmoop sets up, not able to connect. Kuma able to get a +1, possibly send it back mid, but Sweeper there to shut that one off. Jaffa there to send that one forward here. Winnable again, keeping up this high offensive pressure as Jaffa looks like he might be able to put another goal in for Winnable.
And we can see, I've said before, how do you get Melkin off balance? You get in his personal bubble, which Jaffa was doing in spades. You get one miss from Melkin, another miss from the Shmoopernator, and all of a sudden, it's a 2-0 lead. 2:11 still to go, and you need to remember, this would advance Winnable to tournament point.
That's it, and I guess that's the special thing, is it's not so much the 1-game lead off the start, but you just do not want to lose the first game coming into this if you are not my fault. Because you've only played 1 game, and your other team's 1 game off winning the whole tournament. So they really do have to come out strong this game.
It's just really scary to see, though, when I'm watching, not my fault, do what I was kind of hoping to see them do and try to draw the ball a bit more towards the middle of the field, play it a little bit further back. But the immediate adjustment, it's in this it's in Winnable's nature to press forward and constantly attack and be in that bubble. So when you move it further back, all you're kind of doing is moving it into a more dangerous spot. And it tells me at the end of the day, it's not a situation where not my fault can adjust and still play their own style. They have to change their style at this stage, because if they keep trying to play, this sort of more drawn out game, they're always going to have members in their face, and they're never going to be able to get the setups that they're looking for.
Smoop looking for the clear across the backboard here. Unfortunately, finds Jaffa. Sweeper, though. Time on the ball. Looks forward to find Smoop. Shut down by Kuma here. Quickly up on the side wall. Realizes he's got time. Decides to play it. Gets a double jump. Melkin there. Really just waited for it. Super impressive here as the ball drops down to Smoop. Sends it forward to Sweeper. Sweeper looks forward. Melkin going for the ram, but instead he drops it down to Sweeper. He actually wasn't going for the ram. Instead, 200 IQ dropped down there. An insane pass from Melkin.
Yeah, I want to watch this one again. That was so well positioned, and yet Kuma still almost had that read. So you know what I mean in terms of just having that player who always has that awareness. Kuma almost comes through clutch yet again. However, it's another game going into the final minute, and we're within one yet again. We've seen so many late equalizing goals. Shmoopernator almost gets another, might be able to get to it again with the bump. Sweeper cannot get around it, and for some reason, Melkin pushed too far forward. That was the opportunity to tie this game up, and I don't know if it's going to get much closer than that.
Only 20 seconds here. Aim looking to shut this one out. Sends it forward to Kuma. Kuma pinches it across here. Actually going in Melkin's favor, but Shmoop takes over. Sends it forward to Sweeper. Aims a little bit of time. Decides to play it off the side wall. Melkin a little bit awkward. Possibly pushed up too high. Here's Kuma. Gets the touch off the side wall. Gets it past 2. And a demo on Melkin as well. Sweeper looking to make this 0-second goal. He's able to get a second touch, but a save on the line from Sweeper.
Can we have...
Oh, Aimz.
This is going to sound crazy. This is going to sound absolutely insane with the potential of only one game left. But can we have a game not go down to the final second, please? Can we? I don't want to lose 10 years of my life on one broadcast. But then again, we're now at tournament point. We're now in a position where Winnable can winnable this whole thing and go home with that large chunk of the prize pool. Batchy, I don't know if this team can be stopped. Every time it looks so close like they might fall, they hold on by the skin of their teeth. They just need to do it in one more instance.
Absolutely. They are looking so strong, but not my fault are still in it. They're able to pick up a goal, so they're definitely not out of it just yet, but it is going to need to be a reverse sweep to come out for them to take this grand final here. Ball starts off with Sweeper off the kickoff here. He's starting to go for the air dribble, able to get it past Jaffa, looking for the 50 with Aimz. Aimz coming out on top. He looks for an air dribble himself, gets the first, gets the reset, not able to make the most of his. Smoop just is able to connect with that one as it went over the top of Melkin. Kuma looking for the 50 here. Sweeper playing it slow though. Really well shadow defended there by Kuma as the ball's bouncing back. Jaffa here, not actually quite able to get the touch. Melkin trying to get this clear out. Aimz making sure they keep this offense up. Sweeper trying to get this clear across. Jaffa there, this time though, to make sure that this offense is keeping. He's got time, he's got boost, plays perfectly for the 50 with Smoop. Melkin again trying to get this ball out of the corner, shut down again by Kuma as Aimz isn't quite able to connect it. Is Jaffa a solid 50 there by Smoop as they regain possession?
And they're finally given space, but immediately lose it as Kuma is just going to press forward. And you can see every time they touch the ball, there is a member on Winnable in their face trying to steal it away. It's been so difficult for this blue side to get any sort of map pressure. So it's a backward setup, open looking net, but Kuma can't put it straight on.
I think the side of not my fault really has to slow it down. I feel like they are just giving away too many balls. And they just need to reduce just the space. They just need to keep the ball as close to them as they can, because this winnable roster is nearly perfectly positioning their second man, where even if their first man gets beat, you can guarantee that there is going to be a second man to follow them up. Even if it's just more 50s coming out of defense, just whatever they can do to even just slow that transition down a little bit here.
But it's so hard because every time they try to slow it down, that first man isn't going away, and that's how a couple of the goals have actually gone in favor of the winnable side, because they've been finding those dunks or those tight space challenges. It's so hard to play against this team when they're firing on all cylinders on this attack, and now Kuma has a chance. This angle is going to be a little bit too tight, though, and winds up whiffing the ball. Jaffa's still going to play through that corner, and finally it looks like we're starting to see some space, but that's what I want to see. That setup right there. Actually cheat someone forward and go for a pump or a demo to break up these offensive rotations, because trying to beat the side of Winnable at their own game is just not working.
Absolutely. Aimz here, touch off to the sidewall. He's got time, he's got a little bit of boost, decides to go off the ceiling, tries to get over Melkin, and he does. Jaffa there trying to follow up Kuma. Jaffa with a great demo. So Kuma looking for the double. Shmoop with a good read though. Touches it off to the side. Jaffa again keeping this team in offense. They are just not letting go. With Sweeper touches it off the side. This time it's Kuma keeping this pressure up. Ball spills out to Sweeper. Shmoop this time gaining possession. Looking to mount some sort of offense. Pass to Malcolm. Malcolm looks to put it on. A great save by Jaffa, but it was a double commit. Just slightly out of position here. Kuma though able to get a touch to the side here. Sweeper looking to drop it down towards the net. Aimz managed to get a touch. Jaffa continues that one forward here. Malkin, a solid air dribble off to the side. Looks to find the double. Can't quite, but Shmoop and Kuma both there to 50 that one out. Sweeper, a nice touch forward. A great ram by Shmoop as both teams are yet to get one on the board.
Yeah, this has been, I think, the longest drought for a goal we've seen yet. Perhaps it's going to be broken by Kuma right here. Malkin actually gets to the ball first. Shmoopernator, though, needs to race back as Jaffa's keeping the pressure moving forward. Sweeper needs to slow it down and does so enough to actually hold Aimz back. Aimz now has to cross the field up. Jaffa was waiting for it. Can they play it through the corner? You know they can. Is that a reset? Not quite. Still able to follow it up all the way to the back where Shmoopernator misses. Nearly opens up a doorway. Aimz is still going to try to force his way through. Sweeper takes it away, but here comes Kuma. Pinch off the ceiling. Didn't quite get all of that. A minute 20 still left in regulation. Still no goal. This could be that 1-0 game.
Aimz here pushing up, trying to just again keep this offense going. Ball spills out to Kuma in the midfield. Shmoop a little bit awkward. Kuma with a solid beat here. Malkin again awkward on the backboard. Able to beat one, able to beat two there. A huge clutch situation from Malkin there. Jaffa looking to take this one forward. Aimz possibly looking for the ram. Wasn't able to find it there as Kuma is already up here. Playing this one to the corner. Looking to get that dunk on Malkin as well. Aimz looking to put this one up high towards midfield. Shmoop, he's got a little bit of time here. He will take it up the wall. Goes for that touch out here. Kuma already up again. They're just not letting them have any sort of connected play. It's not Winnable. It really is making it difficult.
Yeah, Winnable is just doing so much work right now as we see Jaffa play it forward. Shmoopernator, though, will steal it off him. Crossing up the field. 30 seconds left in regulation. Next goal is going to win this game, and it could come right now. Shmoopernator looking to go through that corner. Can't get it around Aimz just yet, who will look to clear it across that middle of the field. Aimz might follow it up, gets the boost, gets in Shmoopernator's way. Here comes Kuma versus Sweeper. It's bouncing in front of the goal, and Shmoopernator gets underneath. Ball gets jammed up by Jaffa, yet we still see the clear. It does look as if it's not my fault. It's going to get one last chance to end it in regulation, but Kuma spikes it down.
The 0-second goals are killing me every single game. Whether it happens or not, there are opportunities as Jaffa gets a touch off the side to Kuma here. Shmoop in a good position to try and make something out of it. Kuma and Jaffa both up there, though, shutting this one down.
Malkin was in position to strike, too. They had to spike that one straight down, which can be risky at times, but it was the correct play. In that situation, Shmoopernator nearly gets it over the top of Aimz, who does just enough to make the save. And now Jaffa across the middle, a chance for a pass perhaps, but no! It gets disrupted by Malkin. Kuma plays it forward, creates enough time for Jaffa to rotate back, get that boost. Ball goes over Shmoopernator. Kuma gets the touch. It's off the backboard. Aimz is in the middle. Jaffa could look to pass it to him. Gonna try to waterfall it down. Shmoopernator gets just enough, but can't connect to Malkin, so Aimz finally plays it forward, puts it a bit too high, and Sweeper gets the clear. Malkin cheated forward, pass back down. No, it was a shot, and Jaffa makes the save.
Again, as you said, honestly, really, they do just need to be sending that person forward as Sweeper goes to put it in and get the first game on the board here for not my fault.
You can see Kuma committing from that third man role, not paying attention to Sweeper getting behind him. It was a high risk, no reward type play. And just like that, this series does continue. The chance for the reverse sweep in the grand final. Well, not my fault says we still believe we can do it.
A huge game there. There's no goals scored the whole entire game right up until overtime. Look, I almost just don't know what to say. It was so back and forth, so many opportunities. Both teams just felt like they were just hanging on by a thread. But at the end of the game, it was not my fault who managed to come through with the overtime goal as we get into game 5.
This is game 4, I believe. Yeah. Not my fault. Still needs to win 2 more if they're going to take this one. Yeah. But we're still in match/tournament point right now in favor for Winnable, and this kickoff could be a good doorway to a first goal, perhaps, until, you know, Shmoopernator is able to seal away, throws another one up there. Malkin should follow it up. No one's in the goal. Malkin tries to drop it underneath, but Kuma Able to come through with that save. Sweeper waterfalls it down. Jaffa will clear it out. And with Kuma sort of behind the ball right now, it could be dangerous. Aimz finds that clear straight down the middle.
Sweeper there, opting to take time and go for the boost. He recognized there was no one there from Not My Fault up as Kuma sends this one just up above the backboard. Malkin's forced to make a touch, sends it, but Jaffa was there again. Ready, keeps one offense. Aimz with a shot on Malkin. Again with a save. Kuma up. He looks to put this one on. Fantastic placement from Kuma as Winnable get the first goal.
Yeah, and you have to remember too, for Winnable, it's been about, doing my quick math, about nearly 7 minutes since they've been able to score a goal, so it's nice to finally get one back on the board for sure. They have themselves a lead. Still a lot of Rocket League left in this 4th game, but as it stands right now, it does look like the team is back in form. Kuma nearly gets another one through as Aimz will make a read from Shmoopernator, keep the attack moving forward. Here comes Kuma, nice little pre-flip, but it's not enough to get the goal.
I feel like that goal will definitely give Winnable just that bit of a confidence boost they need. I think they do have to be careful about just sneaking up though and being caught on these counterattacks here. Sweeper sends it up off the backboard. Kuma not able to connect. Aimz taking control of this one is able to send it forward. All 3 members of Not My Fault back as Shmoop takes up. He's looking for the air dribble, able to get it over Jaffa. Jaffa just got a piece enough to send to the side. Aimz with some time on the ball here. Malkin though, a nice turn on the wall as he drops it down. Kuma able to get a great challenge off though, shutting that one down early.
Ooh, Kuma actually almost turned that into a shot right there. You got to be careful with those midfield challenges coming from this player right now. It feels like Winnable is back into that Game 2 form that we saw before. Kuma pass back to Aimz, who doesn't quite make that initial read. This time flips it up, but Sweeper is in position. We'll be looking to play across that middle of the field. Jaffa from underneath can't make that read. Here comes Kuma, who will instead clear it from the goal. Aimz actually gets the touch before Shmoopernator. However, it's a bit of a cross-up, not so much of a clear pass forward. Shmoopernator nearly finds the goal. As we can see that, you know, Not My Fault. They're trying to shut down this middle of the field, but they're barely holding on. They did get the triple commit from the defense, but they weren't in position to punish.
Kuma looking to clear this one out of defense and get it yet another goal, but Malkin shuts that one down early. It feels like Winnable is on the back foot. A bit of a mistouch from Sweeper. They're still able to keep offensive pressure. Touch out by Jaffa, but Malkin on the end of this one, keeping this one in their offensive half. Takes his time, doesn't get the boost. A great clear from Kuma that sends forward to Aimz. Aimz is looking to get that touch, just not yet quite. As Jaffa goes for a touch off, able to get that double off the wall as well. Aimz following that one up, and yet again, it is Not My Fault on defense here, but nearly all members from Winnable sitting really deep here as he's able to pretty much get it past 2. Malkin there following that one up, able to keep possession. He gets it past 1. Aimz though with a great challenge, keeping this one going forward. Sweeper able to get both the boost and the ball. A great challenge by Kuma as it bounces down. Smooth there though, ready to get that clear. Sweeper and Malkin were up. Malkin went down though. Aimz gets that touch off to the side to Kuma. Off the side wall, Sweeper there ready, sends it up to the backboard. Jaffa able to get that clear.
Yeah, Jaffa is also going to try to follow it through from underneath until Malkin gets to the ball first. Aimz as well. Going to clear that one across the middle of the field. Jaffa's cheated forward, so too has Aimz, but cannot beat Shmoopernator to the shot. A goal there could have been the dagger for this tournament, but we go the other way instead. Malkin not quite fast enough to beat out Kuma with just under 100 seconds to go. Still a 1-0 lead. The pressure is on this blue side to get that equalizer, and I have a feeling, just a hunch, Batchy, we're going to go to the final second yet again.
I absolutely believe so. Based on the trend tonight, I think it would be impossible not to. As Jaffa's looking to put another one in here. Sweeper up, sends that ball forward. Aimz there though, ready for it. Sends it off to the corner to Kuma. As Aimz yet again on the ball. Shmoop sends that one forward. He's off the ceiling as well. Jaffa able to get a challenge in though. Makes Sweeper just a little bit awkward as he tries to find Malkin. It's quite a high ball though. Very little momentum, but Malkin able to make the most with an air dribble. Shmoop's able to follow this one out. Really great recovery. Aimz though just a little bit too fast. Malkin touches that one off to the side. Off the side, well, looks to beat out here as he gets sent forward. Jaffa, the last man here, a little bit awkward.
Oh.
Sweeper sneaking in, but Jaffa just able to get that clear.
Yeah, now on that blue corner, Shmoopernator will be the one with possession, not being challenged, can put this ball wherever they want and look for the pass that Aimz just stole away. It's a return of that winnable aggression, but this time we see the clear, and it's going the distance perhaps, just not quite centered enough, and with 30 seconds to go, it all comes down to this. Do we see Not My Fault get that equalizer?
There's those counterattacks that they really have to be careful of that we spoke about. But they just holding on here. Shmoop going forward, goes to the flick, Aimz a nice easy shutout. It could be an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin. An unfortunate touch by Malkin. Sweeper looking for that touch out. He's able to connect. as Sweeper sends the ball forward. 4 seconds here for Not My Fault to mount their final attack. The ball goes up. Melkin, a 0-second goal shot.
They can't keep getting away with this. Another 0-second goal, this time to keep Not My Fault alive. Melkin, do not give this player space. Every time he will punish you, and he does so yet again. We have an overtime. Not My Fault still has a pulse.
I am shook, Formal. I am absolutely shook. We have just come down to yet another 0-second goal here to keep Not My Fault in the series. Jaffa setting that one forward. Sweeper had some time with the ball, but Kuma came in with an early challenger. He's off the ceiling, looking to close this one out early in overtime, but instead it's Jaffa's ball on the side walls. Shmoop able to get an early challenge in though. Kuma keeping possession. There's an unfortunate pinch coming out from Aimz. Kuma able to send this one low. A 2v1 here. He sends it off to the side, finds himself. Double touch out here. A great ram on Shmoop here, but Jaffa just was able to...
It's a double demo. It's a double demo, and Melkin's going to be able to press it forward. They can only go so far with it, though. Shmoopernator will keep that attack pressure. There, no bump, and Jaffa gets the clear.
A great positioning by Melkin there as third man to make sure they didn't get that counter-attack. Aimz off the side wall here, able to connect over Shmoop. Jaffa following that one up there with a nice pre-fit. Melkin trying to fight this one out of the corner here, able to get it past Jaffa. Kuma with a fake challenge. There's a 2v1 situation here. He's slowing it down though. Kuma's able to get back, and Shmoop gets another one. That is Not My Fault getting yet another game.
Look at this flick, gets absolutely all of it, and there was nothing that Winnable can do. We got ourselves a Game 5 in our grand final. We've got ourselves a potential reverse sweep. We've got ourselves 5 more minutes of Rocket League to play. Batchy, this has gone the distance right now. It's been a late night. I said we wouldn't be going to midnight. Well, we're getting as close as we possibly can. And you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to get a 0-second goal in a Game 5, probably to win this entire thing. I'm ready to kick this one off right now. At this stage, we can look at all the analysis, all of the play styles, all of that. Throw it all aside. These next 5 minutes are what matter. This is for the tournament. This one game determines our champion.
Honestly, mate, I said earlier, you know, I'd be happy going to bed. It's getting late, but I would rather not be anywhere else than watch this series go to a Game 5 off of a 0-second goal here. It is absolutely what we like to see. Jaffa's looking to start this one strong with a counter-attack. Sweeper able to get the stave. Jaffa nearly sneaking the first one in there as Melkin takes control, able to get it over Kuma. Aimz coming in for a challenge. Melkin getting a nice 50 over the top again as Sweeper sends this one forward here. Just cannot believe this has gone to a Game 5.
Yeah, the reverse sweep potential as well. Kuma versus Melkins. One out by Kuma, though, as we see Jaffa now going to look for that clear across the middle. Aimz is there. Going to put it towards the backboard. Might find that second touch, but just ran out of boost at that last moment. It's okay, though. Teammates will back you up. Kuma looking to play through that corner. Jaffa tries to follow it through as we see a couple defenders get batched up together, but Aimz can't make the read. Pass down to Sweeper. Shot not quite fast enough. Kuma makes the first touch. Jaffa makes the second save. Melkin, though, will keep the pressure moving forward. Does not find their second play through the corner as the pace does look to slow down. It's only brief. Eventually, the ball meatballs to the middle of the field. Shmoopernator shot. That's going to be a goal. And just like that, Not My Fault take the lead.
And just constant pressure here from Not My Fault. You see Aimz stuck a little bit in no man's land here. He's backwards, wasn't quite on the goal line. Really, really well-placed shot by Shmoop, just straight over the top. It's definitely not an easy shot to save there as they get the start they wanted after fighting the whole way through. Kuma up off the ceiling, decides to play it slow here. Aimz is able to get a one Sweeper. The last man able to get the save. Jaffa, a little bit of a mismatch here. Sweeper looks to put this one forward for a counter attack, but Kuma able to take that one off to the side. He's got boost, he's got time, fakes Melkin out on the wall. Melkin's still able to get a touch though as Aimz sends it forward. Shmoop's there ready for it, drops it down to Jaffa. Jaffa sends it back up. Sweeper, they're ready to hit that one off the side wall. Ball gets sent out straight to Kuma. Kuma tries to find Aimz. A bit of a misflip by Aimz there as Shmoop follows this one forward. A good opportunity here. He's able to fake the first, almost passes past Aimz to get into the midfield. Sweeper though putting it there for Melkin, and what a save from Kuma.
That was so close to being a potential lethal blow at this stage because this has just been such a low-scoring series. That's it, Jaffa putting that shot on again. It's just going to be a little bit short, and now Melkin, one defender to beat, trying to go for the fake underneath. Doesn't quite find it. Jaffa off of that backboard should have the read on Shmoopernator. Instead leaves it for Aimz. it's getting more and more dire for this Winnable side. They need to find ways to get back on that attack. They need to find ways to keep this dumb, not my fault team pinned on the backboard. That's when they had the most success, and perhaps they get it here as Jaffa does slowly roll it towards the box. Kuma with the bump, but Aimz doesn't take the risk.
Aimz here, trying to get this one through the corner. Malcolm coming out on top. Jaffa setting that one forward. Sweeper forced to make the touch off the backboard here. Malcolm following this up. He's able to get the doink. Finds Sweeper in the midfield. Sweeper decides to play it slow. Kuma with a nice read, making sure that doesn't happen. Jaffa up to Kuma. Kuma decides to turn. Tries to play it mid here. Not quite able to with Malcolm cutting that one off. Ball might be a little bit awkward here as Malcolm, with an opportunity, decides to go for the ram. Aim sends this one up high. Kuma's already up. Sends this one back mid to Aimz. Aimz looks like he's going to put it on Sweeper with a great save on the goal. And Jaffa, another shot. Malcolm.
That was Sweeper taking an own goal shot, it looked like right there. Malcolm, though, does get the save. It did come from Jaffa, but the ball's also now going the other way. 2 minutes remaining, time running out for the Winnable side as we see Sweeper look to get that second touch, gets it behind Aimz. Kuma has to race for that corner, but Sweeper just stalking his prey. Now presses forward, but misses. Malcolm does get that touch. Shmoopernator doesn't want to risk it, leaves it for Jaffa to go for the clear. Shmoopernator goes for boost, not ball, but is still able to get to the backboard in time.
Aimz looking to put this one out mid. He's able to find Kuma. Kuma gets a shot on just down off the crossbar and the post. It spills out with Malcolm going for a double off the backboard. He's not quite able to connect, but Sweeper was there ready to claim. He's got time, he's got boost, and he's got the ball. Off the wall here, reset off the ceiling, goes for the musty. Can he find the double? No, he can't, but Jaffa, a huge clear here. Sweeper a little bit awkward in defense here. Jaffa coming in for the challenge. Sweeper is able to beat one. Aimz, though, they're ready to follow it up. Shmoop trying to clear this one out. Pass mid from Jaffa. Kuma gonna put that one in. He sets it
misses!
With 1 minute.
Kuma puts it high. The net was open. The work was done. Aimz guides the redemption. And we got a tie ball game with 1 minute 2 to spare.
What a series of events there. Just 1 minute left. Aimz powers that one into the back of the net off an assist from Jaffa. Both teams here just absolutely fighting. Sweeper with a huge 4 saves to himself. Kuma with possession off the kickoff. Malcolm goes to the boost, able to get in a 50, but not quite that strong. Kuma goes through for the ram on Sweeper. Ball spills out. Looks like it's Jaffa's ball. He gets a shot on Malcolm, forced to make a save on the goal line. Aimz sends this one back forward. It looks like he's going to be able to get the double off the side wall. Jaffa a little bit awkward as Malcolm looks to mount a counter attack. Kuma there, though, ready for it. Shmoop trying to follow this one up. He's able to send it up high. Kuma looking to clear this one across, trying to find Aimz. Sweeper making sure it doesn't happen. Almost gets a second. Jaffa sends it up high. It's all Aimz. Malcolm, though, cuts that one down. Jaffa setting this one up. It's all Kuma now. Kuma sends it across.
He wasn't in the
guns blazing.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. 22 seconds remaining. Aimz is going to be the one with control. Pass across to Jaffa. That shot is hit with authority, but Malcolm still finds her way to stay underneath. Shmoopernator going to try to find that pass to Sweeper. You have Kuma in the goal. You have Aimz in the corner, but Kuma will be the one who commits. Shmoopernator looking for the bump, pulls back for the ball as it starts to get slowed down in midfield. 4 seconds to go. Kuma with a chance, won't be able to find the bump. Sweeper puts it up high, back to the middle field. Jaffa's up for it, doesn't down it right away. Malcolm keeps it alive, tries to pass it back to the middle. It hits the ground. Game 5 overtime to determine this tournament.
Could not be any closer here. Jaffa not quite able to sweep. Looks like he's going to score a kick-off goal. Aimz just sends that one wide. Malcolm there to fold up. It's not over yet. Bounces down off the backboard. Kuma gets it clear. Jaffa up nice and early. Has to drop though. Tries to find Aimz. Aimz sends it off the corner. Malcolm a little bit awkward with a huge clear. That is off net. Kuma though looking to get a clear of his own. Can't quite connect.
Sweeper shot it.
Shot. And that is game 2. Not my fault.
Oh my goodness, what a final game. Sweeper with the cross up. Too much space was given to this player, and they're able to bring it back. The reverse sweep in the grand final, and not my fault, as predicted by everyone with the brain, is going to be the team that takes this one
You were
away.
right. Before
Never doubted
you
him.
were right.
Never doubted him.
I think if we go back.
I said that they would win if they had a close series the one before.
I was wrong. I'll just say it because I'm a man. I was wrong. I was wrong.
Those initial predictions, they came out well. But what a way to kick off. I mean,
That
Wow.
was good.
there was not a single game, I think, on the stream since I started watching. I admit I missed the start, but was there ever a game in this stream tonight that was heavily one-sided? Because I feel like every single game was decided by one, except for one, which was decided by two.
I think
I think might have been our first game. The first game we casted was
first game was kind of dominated, but
Fair. Because That was ridiculous.
Mary K, one for hustle. They like dance, smoke, how you do that? Use a pro on the track and you kill that.